What's going on, YouTube? Dave back again, and today, well, you guys know how I love my tools and everything, and as you can see, I'm actually working on the 00 Quanta. Been a few issues with it in the build. I'm excited to show you how to build it because the instructions don't. But I got a package in that I want to share with you that's actually going to come in handy for some of the pieces that I'm ending up working on. Now, as you can see, some of my favorite tools, some of these you haven't seen before, and there will be reviews coming on them. But for right now, let's get them out of the way because this isn't about them. Today, it's about this. So I ended up picking this up off of eBay, and it's from Ustar, and there's a couple of different versions of this, and they all seem to be produced by this company. Now, what I ended up ordering is I ended up getting one of these, and what it is it's a flat file, and this is a super rough one. It's made by Saburo, which is the same company that makes the BMC chisels and a bunch of other really handy tools. But I think they stopped producing these because I can't find them anymore. I can't get the fine and the medium one. All I have is a rough one. So what this is actually a set of 3 in all 3 sizes. It was affordable. It was about 34 bucks. And if you're someone that does a lot of plow work, a lot of resin work, anything like that, where you have to work on bigger flat surfaces and you're needing to shave off a bunch of stuff, this is going to be perfect. And the main reason I'm doing this video today is one of the pieces that I needed for the waist section on the 00 Quanta is this right here. And I wanted to show you guys how well it works on big flat pieces of flattening them out and thinning them down. I need to thin this down to where it's almost non-existent to be able to fit on the piece that I need. Now here's the back side of the box. It has some information in Chinese on here. I don't read Chinese and I haven't translated it, but inside that box you get this nice wooden bamboo box, and it has Ustar on here with the model number of what the files are. Taking the lid off, it just lifts off, and inside you get 3 files. Now, one of the things I noticed as soon as I open this is I actually like the handles and everything, the finish on these, better than I do on the Saburo. Now, included in here is some would call it a barbecue brush, but a brass wire brush, and this is for being able to clean debris that ends up accumulating into the file. You just get a little foam piece here, and that's just to secure it in the box for shipping. And then lifting these out, you get 3 of these. You get one in basically rough, medium, and fine. So what we have is the red one is going to be your rough, the blue one is going to be your medium, and the black one is going to be your fine. Now, one thing I have noticed here, I'm going to zoom in real quick, is you do want to hit these once in a while and maybe even just a dab of oil on your fingertip across here, because these are already getting some rust on here, which is usual because these are made out of steel. I even get that one on this. Now, one thing I have noticed is this is the Saburo and this one is from the Ustar. Now, if I bring you in real close, you can see actually the difference in the pattern, and look at the edges on the Saburo, how they're kind of jagged and rough. They're not super fine. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, they feel about the same. This feels a little bit rougher, but I don't know that that's a good thing. I would think that you would want a nice uniform surface for even coverage on there, but you can see the texture and everything that's on the Saburo versus the Ustar. I actually think that the Ustar is a higher quality file than the Saburo. Giving you guys a nice up close look at the 3 different ones. So the far left one is going to be your rough, the middle one is going to be your medium, and your one to the right is going to be your fine. So when you have a piece like this and you're trying to thin it down, one thing you will notice is on each one of these there's a little arrow, and that's just telling you the direction that you want to push it in to be able to shave. And on something like this, what you want to do is just back and forth. You could do it this way, but I just kind of prefer my dad was a part-time carpenter, so I just kind of learned to do it this way. Just file, lift, push, file, lift, push. And this seems to take off material fairly quickly. Now, I'm not going to sit here through the whole process and get this down. Just practicing with it, I have already gotten about half of this shaved off in maybe like a minute or 2. So you do want to be cautious. This will take off material very quickly, but it works faster than using a file like this. Plus, with it being super wide, you get plenty of coverage that's on there. And once you get it down to about where you want it, you can finish off with the blue to knock it down to a little bit smoother. and then finish up with the fine, and then hit it with sandpaper if this is going to be an exterior piece. But what you can tell is how smooth that piece has come out once it's all done. I do really like using these on resin mainly, but it works great on bigger pieces of the plastic for flattening them out and making them nice and flat. So what I will do is I will provide links down below to be able to check out the seller that I ended up picking these up from. I will give you a word of caution. They ship by air from China, and this was actually the longest package I ever had taking from China. Most of the time, it takes maybe a week just by air, and this one took 2.5 weeks to get here. The tracking just kind of disappeared for a while. It floated around in Los Angeles for a while, and then it just disappeared for like a week, and then it showed up at my door. And then I just want to run this over real quick. Once you're all done, just take the brush, run it over the file to get out any debris before you put it away. Once you're all done, just put them back in their container. That one goes upside down. Stick that back in there. Stick your little brush in. Close the lid. And you're done for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative for you and that this helped somebody. If it did, click that like button. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Next video, I have a couple more tools to go over and some how to build on the 00 Quanta coming up. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.